So just a very, very quick announcement to everyone. The European Council for Computing in Construction also has a number of named awards. These named awards are conferred every 2 years, and we have 3 categories. It's the ones that you see here up on the slide. The first one has to do with contribution to the community, and it is meant to be assigned to an active or former officer of EC3 who's done an outstanding service to the community. The second one is for the authors of a published journal paper in the last 2 years. And the last one is for outstanding contributions to computing education. We're now accepting nominations. The deadline is 1st of November, so from now until then, you're very welcome to send in a nomination. The instructions for each award category will be posted on the website by the end of July. What you expect to see is basically self-nominations are not accepted. Every nominator must submit the corresponding award nomination form with all the sections completed, a nomination letter and a 2-page CV of the nominator, as well as a copy of the paper nominated in the case of the Thorpe Medal, or the full CV of the nominee highlighting the accomplishments that relate to the award scope. The people evaluating are the actual people out of whom the awards are named, Professor Smith, Thorpe, and Scherer. Each one will rank the nominations in each respective category separately. Then I will merge the ranks in each category, and then the evaluators will meet to discuss and moderate the merged ranks and select the winner. The winners will then be notified by me, and the awards will be conferred at the next EC3 conference. If you have any questions, you're welcome to come find me after this session. And like I said, we will post these instructions with more details on the website by the end of this month.
Thank you, Ioannis. So that's a nice segue into our future plans and looking 2 years ahead. We are planning to have our 2021 conference in Rhodes. And I will also mention that this will be the flagship conference for the recently funded CBIM project. Okay, just a couple of quick reasons, or it's a sales pitch essentially for why we chose Rhodes and why we're so enthusiastic about this as a potential destination, and very much a chosen destination. Okay, so in terms of logistics, we've had the LC3 event in 2017. We've had our current event here at both in Crete, so in Heraklion and Hania, respectively. And I'm going to move across the Aegean Sea to Rhodes in 2021. So we think it offers a fantastic opportunity for a number of reasons. We looked at other potential destinations, and Rhodes came out on top for a number of reasons, which I will now go through. First and foremost, just looking ahead and to provisionally mark these dates in your diary, so the 14th to 16th of July 2021. So I know it's 2 years away, but it's good to mark these things down for strategic planning purposes. Okay, so we will be in touch with you accordingly prior to these dates. We also plan to run the EC3 summer school in a co-located manner with the conference in Rhodes. So for example, in 2019, we know that the EC3 summer school is in Ancona. But from 2021 onwards, the EC3 summer school will be co-located with the EC3 conference. Okay, we feel that gives better value to participants and so on. Okay, in terms of the organizing committee, I will take over from Demetrius as General Conference Chair, and Daniel will take over from me as Program Chair. And we have a number of vacant roles that we're looking to fill, and that process has started. We find our collaboration with Mythos, the conference organisers, quite successful, and we enjoyed a working relationship with them, and they're going to more than likely be on board for the 2021 conference. Okay, just a key observation here. We have listened to feedback from participants of this conference, and there's been demand expressed for integrating the industry sessions with the general conference program. So we will, instead of having a dedicated industry day, we will blend the industry sessions with the technical sessions. So that is, we have dedicated industry sessions built into the program. Okay. We will look for, of course, industry sponsorship for sessions or catering events, etc. And again, we will the keynote presentations will be based on the best papers submitted to EC3 2021. Okay, and we fully intend to continue the recording of presentations and posting on the YouTube channel. And in fact, we are actively extending the home EC3 website to include proper links and references to a conference series and to the summer school series, and that will all be up and running in a number of weeks. Okay. We spent quite a lot of time developing the publications website and publications component of the website, and the idea was that your papers will be easily identifiable by crawlers and citing systems such as Scopus, etc. So it's most important, I feel, that I've gone to other conferences in the past, and sometimes the proceedings don't appear for 6 months, and when they do, they can be difficult to find, and it can be difficult to cite, and you're wondering, how do I cite this paper properly, etc. So all of that has been taken care of in the most I guess with high levels of automation involved, so very much as automated as possible. Okay, most importantly, a DOI has been assigned to all publications, and those DOIs will be finalized hopefully in the next 5 working days. Okay, and again, the selected papers will be published in the Journal of Smart Infrastructure and Construction. And Construction. That will be a special issue. Okay, so our final few slides then, we're just looking at the island of Rhodes and what it potentially offers to us. So when I heard of Rhodes for the first time, I immediately thought of the historical significance of Rhodes in the context of the Colossus and its relevance to the wonders of the ancient world. And additionally, there are a whole range of beautiful sights and a great atmosphere to see and experience on the island, along with a number of different scenic locations and swimming and relaxation opportunities. So, for example, the Old Town is quite spectacular and is highly recommended to visit. Okay, so just the palace and the deer statue and so on alongside the palace are 2 notable historic touristic attractions. The town itself, of course, will take some time to wander through, and if anybody has been around the town of Hania, it's a really beautiful place, and I believe Rhodes might even be able to top that. Okay, a few more options. The Valley of the Butterflies frequently appears on best things to see and do in Rhodes, and also the Hippocrates Square. Okay, so getting there is actually a little easier than getting to Crete. It is very well connected to mainland Europe, and there may not be a need for as many connecting flights, and there may be direct options. There should be more direct options available, particularly during the summer months. We're in discussions with a number of hotels. With respect to conference venues, there's a high standard in Rhodes, and we're also a number of different accommodation options. Just to list a few, and we can see here the spectacular views for the Ioannis Hotel and for the Olympic Palace. Here we see a fantastic location. 2 more options, again, then these are all coming in as pristine conference venues, which are highly regarded by Mythos. So in addition to the 5-star hotels, there are a range of Airbnb and Booking.com options. Okay, and I mean, it's not all about the technical sessions either. We have a range of, we've investigated a range of sightseeing opportunities and downtime activities, including the butterfly tour, which I mentioned earlier, with the Butterfly Valley, the Acropolis, and the Old Town tour, which I mentioned, and some cruises. Okay. So, before I draw this conference to a close, I would like to say we will see you in Rhodes in 2021. but also a very, very important information point, as Demetrius indicated. Our bus will leave for our conference dinner where we can really relax and let our hair down at 6:30 sharp. So if you could please be at the bus at 6:20, we'd greatly appreciate it. So last but not least, can we just give everybody a round of applause for a fantastic conference and for very high standards of technical work. Thank you very much.